Nomor 8-nya, the new manager doesn't of smoking in the conference room. Doesn't, kalau ini berarti pakai permit, izin untuk biasanya ke luar negeri pakai ini surat, jadi bukan yang permit. Ini mengizinkannya yang pasnya yang approve lebih tepatnya. Karena dia lebih ke approve of terus plus noun, approve of smoking kan. Jadi kenapa nggak pakai yang allow atau accept? Kalau allow itu untuk objek atau bentuk pasif, misalnya allow people to smoke. Nah kalau yang accept itu biasanya accept people smoking misalnya gitu. Jadi yang paling tepat karena bentuk kalimatnya of smoking, gerund, jadi pakai yang approve. Nomor 9, he is good at blank others as he is at praising himself. Dia suka memuji orang lain dan memuji dirinya sendiri. Ya, flattering. Iya, harusnya flattering ya, D ya. Bentar. Kalau yang flaying artinya itu mengkritik dengan keras secara verbal. Kalau flaunting itu biasanya memamerkan, menunjukkan. Kalau flabbergasting itu memberikan sebuah kagetan ke orang. Oke. Kalau flattering memberi pujian. Nomor 10, these days almost anything ini apa ya, kayak lebih umum aja, goes gitu. These days almost anything goes. Jadi yang B. Nomor 11-nya, who goes there, friend or foe, ya. Yang D. I work for an insurance company and deal with all the blank that comes in. Kalau permintaan tapi di bahasa bisnis pakainya yang
request.
Bukan, inquiries. Iya. Okay. George is doing an additional in graphic design. Additional course ya. 14, far action have a wide have a very wide influence and effect.
Fetch.
Bentar. 14 kenapa 14 tapi jawabannya yang D. Jadi kalau having wide effects or influence, karena dia bilangnya wide influence or effect ya, jadi pakai reaching. Kalau far-fetched artinya lebih ke tidak mungkin, not influential. Kalau far stretching dia tidak sesuai standar. Kalau far sighted itu nggak bisa ngelihat ya. Ya, jadi jawabannya ke yang D.
Far reaching ya.
Oke. Kita lanjutkan 15. Thank God you have come. The train leaves in 3 minutes. You have come. Akhirnya ya, you have come, tapi dalam bentuk kalimatnya itu seru. Kalau finally kan biasanya di depan. Nah, kalau kayak gini berarti pakai at last. Thank God you have come at last. The train leaves in 3 minutes. Mr. Jones said the plan had similarities with the previous one. Had ininya aja ya, permukaannya aja, kesamaannya di permukaannya aja. Mr. Jones says the plan had superficial, yang C ya. Nomor selanjutnya 17. The period of economic growth soon ended. The singkat, periode singkat.
The brief.
Ya, the brief yang A. Oke.
Oh, bukan yang consist ya, Miss. The consist period.
Consist with. Kalau jadi consist itu singkat tapi digunakan untuk speech, untuk sebuah pidato, bukan untuk periode waktu.
Oh, bukan ringkas padat tapi untuk speech.
Iya.
Oke.
Untuk speech. Kalau abrupt itu kayak sangat tiba-tiba ya, kejadian yang tiba-tiba terjadi, sudden events. Kalau little-nya itu dia salah karena informal, jadi nggak bisa masuk di kalimat tersebut. Oke, lanjut 18. They were even to the charm, eloquence, and beauty of Miss Finchley. Impertinent artinya disrespectful. Nah, berarti bukan itu. Impervious artinya not affected by, not influence. Kalau impious, lacking religious respect, bukan juga. Impeccable itu perfect atau tidak punya, faultless, tidak punya kekurangan. Nah, yang di sini lebih tepatnya ke impervious karena si Miss Finchley kan berarti sangat charming, eloquence, tapi dia hal ini tidak mempengaruhi ke mereka gitu. Yang paling tepatnya B ya, impervious, tidak terpengaruh. Oke, 19, all conference participants were with their names.
Labels?
Ya. Labels or text or badges, bentar.
Thanks.
Ya. Conference. Bentar, kenapa pak? Jawabannya badges. Why number 19 badges? Oke, jadi karena setting tempatnya itu konferensi, jadi yang paling tepat pakainya yang badges. Nah, kalau teks itu biasanya buat tempat shopping, jadi petugasnya di tempat shopping. Kalau labels untuk produk atau untuk loading, bukan untuk orang. Kalau signs itu untuk display barang-barang besar, large display, jadi bukan dipakai di baju. Nah, yang paling pasnya ke badges gitu. Dia bisa untuk conference, seminar, sama event. Oke. 20. There made them take a trip. Wanderlust, betul. Keinginan untuk explore ya. 21. Janet and James had a blazing last night. Kayaknya argumen ya. Berarti yang paling tepatnya di disagreement. Bentar. Oke, ini kolokasi British. Nah, jadi argumen itu kalau di British English namanya row. Yang C artinya serious argument or quarrel. Berarti dia pertengkarannya sangat hebat. Nah, kalau quarrel salah karena secara grammar itu tidak pas kalau ditempatkan dengan blazing quarrel itu nggak bisa. Kalau debate itu terlalu formal dan itu tidak bisa digabung dengan kata blazing. Kalau debate calm discussion. Kalau disagreement itu terlalu mild, terlalu netral untuk kata-kata digabungkan dengan blazing. Nah, paling pasnya sama yang raw. 23.
Clear away.
Put sorry, nomor 22 ya. When we saw a policeman, we cleared away. Ya, betul, yang C. 23. The government should introduce measures aimed to put dia mau menghentikan ya, put down or at least restrict organized crime. Okay. 24. Coba. Keywordnya di before May. Berarti dia punya deadline. Nah, artinya lebih ke akan sudah dibangun gitu. Akan iya benar, akan sudah dibangun. Akan selesai dibangun.
Will have been rebuilt.
Cuman it is still uncertain whether or not the place akan sudah dibangun. Nah, keputusannya baru akan dibuat sebelum Mei. Yang bener yang A tapi. Jadi kan future decision. Nah, oke, dia kemungkinan akan terjadi di masa depan, tapi di dalam bentuknya ini bentuk pasif gitu. Nah, ya kalau yang D, future perfect, itu dia dipakainya kalau completionnya itu, penyelesaian pembangunannya itu ada spesifik waktunya gitu. Jadi kan ini baru decision belum dibangun. Decisionnya akan dibuat sebelum Mei, berarti pakai yang will be rebuilt.
Bukan pembangunannya ya yang
Iya.
Mei gitu.
Betul, ya. Oke, lanjut 25. You won't find a camera with so many functions. It so heavy as to be hardly usable in field work. Akan gak sih yang ini? Bentar. Oh, Nama kalimatnya itu subjunctive atau hypothetical structure, jadi pengandaian. Kayak kalimat if gitu, cuman di sini nggak ada if-nya. You won't find a camera with so many functions. Nah, kalau pakai if, harusnya dia if a camera had that many function, it would be extremely heavy. Tapi di sini nggak pakai if, jadi pakai di situ dengan were. It were so heavy as to be hardly usable in field work.
C jawabannya, Miss.
Iya, jawabannya yang C.
Maaf, Miss, balik ke nomor 6 dan 7 apa jawabannya tadi, Miss?
Oke. Nomor 6-nya persuade.
Persuade ya.
Membujuk. Nomor 7-nya kebanjiran, A, downpour.
Oke, makasih, Miss.
Oke, sama-sama. Ya, jawabannya di-share ke grup juga ya, bentar.
Kalau yang isai atasnya ada
Iya,
jawabannya,
sekalian di-share yang itu juga.
Miss? Wah, makasih ya, Miss.
Siap. Oke. Udah dikirim. Yang dua dulu ya. Ini udah ya? Ini deh. udah jelasin belum ya? Jadi untuk IELTS kan ada 4 part. Nah, untuk writing subtest waktunya 60 menit. There are 2 writing tasks. The first task will take approximately 20 minutes. So task 1 is usually for pie chart, table, or bar chart, and you are required to write minimum of 150 words. And then the task 2 will take approximately 40 minutes with a minimum of 250 words. It's usually opinion, agree or disagree essay, or or opinion mostly. The context or the topic can be about anything like regarding technology or lifestyle or history, nggak history sih, more like whether you agree with something or not. And the scoring for task 2 is higher than task 1, so if you want to do the writing test, it's recommended to do the second task first. So so it's a formal essay. Don't write an informal words or sentences. You might have to offer a solution to a particular problem, present, justify an opinion, compare information given in the question task, or evaluate and challenge a given argument. And in both tasks, you must write in the formal academic style appropriate to the questions. Don't forget to make your essay organized, easy to read, and you can make a hook in the beginning of the writings on the first paragraph. And usually in the first paragraph you will rewrite the title first or the questions in one sentence, followed by your opinion. The question tasks do not require you to have any specialized knowledge of a particular subject. Okay. And then the speaking subtest is 11 until 14 minutes. There are 3 parts. Part 1 is your background, answering questions about your home life, family life, work or study, interest, hobby. It's around 4 until 5 minutes. In the part 2, you are given exactly 1 minute to prepare yourself to talk about a topic. You are given a topic card by the examiner, and then you will talk for 1 until 2 minutes. The examiner will ask a follow-up question, 1 or 2 questions at the end, and then the total for this part is 3 until 4 minutes. And the last part, it's more abstract, more general questions, but still related to part 2. So basically you will discuss the same topic in part 2. Part 2 is personal questions, part 3 is more general questions. It's 4 until 5 minutes. The number of the question is around 3 questions or more. If you answer it very shortly, the examiner will give you more questions. So try to answer very detailed with 2 or 3 main points. Yes, that's for the speaking part. And your score is calculated from 4 ability. The first one, fluency and coherence. So whether or not you can speak fluently. And then lexical resource, which means vocab. Do you have an advanced vocabulary? Is it does it has varieties, and then grammatical range and accuracy, is it correct regarding to like, are you using SMR correct, do, does, plural, singular. And last one is pronunciation. Pronunciations means when you say something, is it the correct way to say it, but accent does not affect your score. If you have an accent, Indonesian accent, it's okay as long as you can pronounce the words correctly gitu. Reading belum. Reading usually only 3 big passages, right? 3 or 4 passages, and each of them has 10 questions. And yeah, I think the page has gone blank for the reading. And listening also 40 question as well, with 3 or 4 conversations and 1 monologue. This is the myth about IELTS. Okay, the myth is IELTS test is more difficult than other English tests. No, it's the different aspect of assessment only. I can choose which module of the IELTS test I wish to take. No, you should choose the academic module. The IELTS tests are different. No, it's the same. I can get a better score at some IELTS testing center than others. Absolutely not. They have standardization for the questions, for the exercises, so it's like the same kind of difficulties whether you take at British Council or IDP. And then number 5, I can only take the IELTS test a total of 3 times. No, you can take as many times as you wish, but you must wait 3 months. Jadi kalau misalnya nggak puas sama skornya, bisa take lagi 3 bulan kemudian. Terus untuk masa berlaku sertifikatnya biasanya 2 tahun. Number 6, I can successfully study for the test by myself. You should study by yourself, but you should get a professional advice too, from tutor or from teacher. And then to get a good result in the IELTS test, I should do as many practice as possible. Overall band score is the result of a number of strategies, not just taking practice. So you must have a strategy that you have for yourself. What if you're really good at speaking, then you should go all out, get the best result for the speaking. If you're really good at writing, go all out in that area. But don't forget to have strategy for other skills as well. The listening test is the most difficult. Not really, but it's played only once, so you need to have all of your focus when you are doing it. And then number 9, if I don't think my score is accurate, there is nothing I can do about it. No, if there is an error, you can ask to the institution that doing the test about it and request for reevaluation for the assessment. but it costs extra. And the second set of band score is official, even if one or more of this score is lower. The last one, if I get a good score, I can use it as a proof of my ability at any time in the future. So again, no, the time limit is 2 years when you receive the IELTS test. So if you don't have a good score, you can try again. The different time is only 3 months to take it again. I will share this module, this PDF module in the group as well later. The highest score is 9, the lowest score is 0. Do you have any questions? You can read the tips again by yourself. There's many tips in here, so you can exercise as well in this module. Oh, let's try.
Miss, before we continue, may I ask you something?
Sure.
I have heard that there is uh, one skill rating. Is it correct?
Sorry, one skill what?
One skill rating. So if we got bad in the writing, we can retake only writing, not all of the skills.
Oh, no, actually, you must take all of the skills.
Oh, so we should retake all of it.
All of it, yeah, not just one skill.
Okay. So we can retake it after 3 months.
Yes. And it doesn't guarantee that your score will be higher. But at least you have a previous experience.
Okay, Miss, thank you.
Okay. For the writing too, yeah. For the writing, pay attention to how you write your answers. Make sure that it's readable. Jadi kalau misalnya ditulis tangan, jangan sampai nggak bisa dilihat, nggak bisa terbaca dengan jelas gitu. Harus jelas. Dan kalau spelling itu, misalnya tulisannya BYE kan, by gitu. Nah, tapi harusnya by, BUY, ya gitu salah. Terus kalau misalnya di listeningnya dieja juga jawabannya, di spell, misalnya apa ya, yellowish gitu, YELOWISH, tapi di tulisan jawabannya itu nggak ada hanya. Nah itu juga salah. Cuman kalau nggak di spell, tulisannya salah, nggak apa-apa. Jadi tergantung sama gimana maunya pertanyaannya gitu. Kalau pertanyaannya itu memang harus dieja, tulisannya harus benar. Kalau dia nggak dieja, tulisannya salah, tetap benar, nggak apa-apa gitu. Numbers juga harus jelas. Oke. Apa lagi ya? Do you still have more questions before we end our session for today. Or maybe request for next meeting. What do you want to do first? Writing, reading, listening, speaking? Yang paling ini apa ya? Paling susah speaking kah?
Writing pasti.
Oh, writing. Oke, berarti next meetingnya kita ke writing task 2 ya. Menulis.
Oke, Miss.
Oke.
PDF yang barusan dibedah ini di-share ya, Miss?
Ya, nanti di-share ya ke grup ya.
Makasih, Miss.
Siap, sama-sama. Oke, thank you Mr. Dana, Mr. Munir or Mr. Hafiz, do you want to ask or not?
No, Miss.
Halo.
No, I don't have question.
Okay, that's okay. Mr. Munir, do you have questions? Okay, I guess not. So I will see you in class again tomorrow. Hopefully all students come. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, see you.